Mike, the love continues on Let's Talk Business with Crockett and AV, and I love these brothers who are coming up now on the show because it's all about breaking the cycle, making some change, real men, real talk. Got the Mental Wellness Summit coming up.
Yeah.
Of course, our brothers from the African American Male Wellness Agency each and every year from the walk. Just making sure brothers can get together, make sure we are healthy, first of all.
Yeah. You know, we all about health around here.
Hey, listen, bro, when you've been through the storm and rain, we take the health real seriously. So come on in, brothers, introduce yourselves. They always show up to a T every time we see them.
Hey, good to see you, AV.
You too.
Good to see you as well as always my boy Crockett. This is Dr. Donnell Cooper, the Executive Director for the African American Male Wellness Agency. Happy to be here on today's show.
Good morning, this is Chaun, the program coordinator. Happy to be here on today's show.
Okay, beautiful thing.
Yeah, we're excited. Thursday, October 2nd. Want you to join the conversation. I see my boy Earthquake.
In the building.
In the building. Yes, we want everybody, first of all, save the date. Save the date, October the 2nd at 5 o'clock. We want every man across the city to join us at Holman Street Baptist Church as we're bringing our Real Man, Real Talk Summit to Houston. We've had a wonderful opportunity to galvanize with some world-renowned comedians across the country. You know, Marlon Wayans, Anthony Anderson, David Banner, and now we're in the tour here in Houston with Earthquake. So if you got some time, as we was just talking to Sky, take a self-care day. You know, don't try to get out early. Take the day off. You know, end the day with the real talk. That's something that as men, we don't take that time for that mental capacity day. Right. So we want men to really come out and join us. It's a free event. And if you're looking for an opportunity to find a safe space and to feel vulnerable to share something that you probably never shared, you want to join us for real talk.
Yeah. Why is this so important and vital to you guys as well? Because we know from the walk, you guys have been doing it for years. Now to this real, we walk together, we've been putting our health in motion. But now it's time to sit and have some real conversations because we can identify. We don't open up.
That's right.
No. We definitely keep it all to ourselves.
Yeah,
that's right.
Why is that so important to y'all, man?
It's important because, first of all, I want, before you turn that tune and say, I ain't going because it ain't for me, it is for you. There's going to be some people like you there too because I'm like you. Those of us that know, that feel like I'm from the streets or I've been in trouble before, I ain't going to the event, it ain't for me. It is for you. You need to come because we messed up. We need to talk. And I know it sounds oxymoronic, real man, real talk, because we was conditioned to think what real men don't talk.
Right.
So let's come sit down and have a conversation.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, well, it's a beautiful thing. You guys been out here for a few years, definitely pushing healthcare and making sure health and wellness is intact. And the major component of being healthy is your mental health.
That's right.
So I think that the Real Men, Real Talk component actually engages an opportunity for men to come out and have a conversation about things that you can't talk about with nobody else.
That's right.
Right. And I think that you guys gonna actually have mental health specialists there.
That's right.
So that they can have one-on-one sessions with somebody that can keep their secrets while they figure out how to navigate through their issues.
That's right.
The biggest thing that I like about the whole mental health component is patterns of thought, right? So once you're having a conversation and you realize, okay, if I'm in this situation, this is how I'm gonna think my way out of it. Right? So once you start practicing those patterns of thought, then that assists you in your own self-control while you're out here in the environment, and you'll have people there to discuss those type of issues with them.
We will. So we will have all of our harm reduction specialists there. Want to definitely thank Crockett. Want to thank the county. Want to thank the city of Houston for all the mental health and the behavioral screenings that we'll have. Sometime in our black and brown communities, that's one of the biggest challenges that we have when men decide to find that vulnerable, safe space. They always say, "What's next? Where do I go?" Can't go home, can't talk to the wife, don't want to talk to the pastor, don't want to talk to the barber. Dad gone, and so who do I talk to? And so this space will allow men to walk away with the resources they need, and that's where we've really became successful as a company, breaking the cycle. We're empowering men of color, men throughout our community with the tools and the resources they need to change their lives. So really want everybody to join us for this national tour that we're in here in Houston as we're breaking the cycle, allowing men to find that real talk, real space.
It's going to be a great time. Join the conversation Thursday, October 2nd. Doors will open at 4:30 p.m. Shout out to my friend, pastor of the Holman Street Baptist Church.
Sir.
And the event is going to be from 5 to 8 p.m. I know Pastor Murray is real big to him, especially when you get an opportunity to have a conversation with me. Let me ask you this. Since you've been touring, what are some of the, without going in depth, some of the subjects or topics that have been talked about behind closed doors? Because one of the greatest things that happened to me, I remember as probably in my early 20s, being a part of St. Agnes Church at the time, and we had a men's fellowship on that Saturday. It was the first time for me as a person in the early 20s hearing men open up and talk about some deep stuff. I almost felt for a moment. I said, man, am I supposed to be
in here?
Yeah. But you know, it freed me after that.
Yeah.
Like, we could really have a conversation. Like, I'm holding on to stuff that I don't really need to hold on to.
And don't have to.
Don't have to. Yeah. So again, we'll talk about anything from, educating men about what is menopause. What is your spouse going through? Menopause. Talking about just, your safety. Talking about, what is a father versus a daddy. True. So just anything you could think about in this capacity, and we'll be talking about those vulnerable conversations that most men just not have an opportunity to discuss. You got men that's been married 30, 40, 50 years that's not happy.
I know.
Right.
But we look at the topic of the number and say, man,
wow.
why he hasn't written a book, but he can walk with the men and say, "Cool, I've been married 50 years, but it's somebody that was told my wife before."
Yeah, it's real.
So in that space, are we talking about earlier? Can every man say that their mom is their first love? Some men's hearts have been broken, between a mom and a son's relationship. So those are filtered relationships and spirits that mentally affect us as men. And data shows that men of color feel that we don't have mental illnesses because we're not on medication.
Right.
But the factor shows that we are suffering mentally.
Man,
if you take the time to align with something that has happened in your history.
Trauma.
Yeah.
I have to say this. We face a plethora of traumatic issues throughout just maturing in our community.
Yes, sir.
Right, that's common to us to the point where it ain't traumatic, right?
Mike,
but we got to cover
Please
it.
don't pass by that.
Yes.
Use that key word you just said.
They are
Common to it.
It's common to us. I'm okay. Somebody getting shot on the corner is common, right?
Which it shouldn't be.
Which
but
it shouldn't be,
Right.
and it's traumatic, right?
Exactly.
And that's a trauma that we go through, and we don't have resources to connect to discuss it, to navigate through it without somebody looking at us like we're punk or like we weak or something like that. Now, I want to say this, you guys. This and the health care that we provide through ACA covers mental health. So you not only do you need to talk to somebody. Your insurance covers you talking to somebody for free.
Right.
But you haven't called your insurance company to find out who in the area you can go talk to that your insurance pays for.
That's right.
That's a resource, as he was saying, it's a plethora of resources at these events, and we need to know how to tap into them. He introduced me to another organization that does mental health.
Right.
What's the name of it?
Miss Lillian, yes.
Miss Lillian, yeah. And they're going to be out there. What's the name of Miss Lillian's organization again?
I'm glad she's going to
We
be
both can't,
out there.
we cut for it like resume. But they're going to be at
Watch this Thursday, October 2nd, 5 to 8 p.m. at Home Street Baptist Church.
And
on
Debbie
Home
gonna
Street
be putting it in there.
Yeah,
She gonna be out there. But it'll be a team of mental health therapists there that can provide, watch this now, virtual therapy to you guys.
Yeah.
That means you don't have to leave where you are.
Right.
You don't have to have transportation, and they still can meet you where you are, and you can have these therapy sessions in a private place where you can communicate with
right.
them,
Yes, sir.
and then get whatever's on your chest off your chest so you can rest.
Let me ask you this, brothers. Speak to the brothers that are listening right now, and to the children, the wives, spouses, because those that are encouragers are in the ear of the brothers. Why it's important to get counseling? Because a lot of times, and what I mean by get counseling, a lot of times, a lot of us as men have never been
To account. Well,
never.
watch
Like,
this.
Go. We just
You don't
need to
even
go.
know the thought
Yeah.
process to deal with the issue that you in.
Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes so if you've been living your life under the table, all of a sudden you jump over the table, you don't know how to deal with over the table stresses.
That's right.
Right? And you never had a proper way of being taught properly about dealing with under the table stresses.
Yeah.
So now
Your
you
life.
really don't know how to navigate through life other than just to carry your pain.
Your
We don't-
lifestyle.
but we don't want that. We don't want you. I don't want you to come out, because we got a lot of brothers who are replying out of their pain,
Right.
and that's not good.
That's right.
Talk to us.
Okay, so just think about this. I'm gonna bring it home. 95% of the listeners probably got an iPhone.
Yeah.
If something wrong with that iPhone, where you going? You going to take it to the iPhone store, right? So if something wrong with your iPhone, you going to take it to the iPhone person. Why not go see somebody that's qualified and certified to help go on with your mental? All of us come from what's going on in this house, stay in this house. So what that means, it's something that happened in that house that got us traumatized.
Right.
And you'll be surprised how our story connect. Maybe Donnell, maybe Chaun know how to articulate what you feeling. So you just listen. I'm gonna tell your story.
Yep.
And vice versa.
That's true. That's
right.
true. I ain't gonna lie about that. That's true, because what you find out is the commonality that we have
Right.
in a lot of situations.
And that's cross culture.
Cross-culture.
That's cross-culture.
Cross-culture.
And you be thinking, because sometimes you're deceiving to thinking, I'm the only one dealing with this.
Right.
Or like Mike said, you're feeling some kind of, you've been labeled a certain way.
Right.
And so if I respond, if I say something about it, they're going to look at me like I'm weak.
You know, it was just like, it's just like, when you go to a Little League baseball game, no matter what, what culture you're in, some stands may look a little fuller than others.
True.
Some stands may look more male populated than others. But everybody up there is not a father. It may be a support system.
Right.
But when you look on the TV,
That's
you
true.
go to the game, you say, wow, I mean, look at all the dads are out there.
Yeah.
That might just be the support system. But mentally, that affects that little boy that's out there hitting that ball. He's saying, well, where is my support system?
Right.
Yes, sir.
So this is a conversation that we need to start having and feel okay to say that it's okay to be okay.
Yeah,
Right.
man.
It's okay to be okay.
Yeah.
We have to get out of this living this one of the
Not
this
just
in this
it's
perfect world.
okay. Man, let me tell y'all something. See, when you say that, it ain't just okay to be okay.
To do something.
God created
Yeah.
us. Everybody read Ecclesiastes.
Yeah.
It's God's will, it's God's purpose for the human being created man. For us to eat, drink, and find satisfaction in our toil. You did? That means find satisfaction in your work. This too is your gift
Right.
from God. This is our reward. It's for us to enjoy ourselves.
Yeah.
Right? So for us, when we don't enjoy ourselves, we out of the will of God with our life that He gave us.
Yes,
We
sir.
got to get back lined
Yeah.
up.
That's just the reality of this whole thing,
right.
man.
Yes, sir. Gotta get back in line.
Because we want to have, what it is we're trying to push you at the end of the day to purpose.
That's right.
Yeah.
We want to get you out of all of the issues and the traumas
Right.
and challenges. As Mike said, you have a better pattern of thinking, how to be able to handle stuff, but to step forth in your purpose. And we're going to do that
Right.
with the Mental Wellness Summit, which is coming up, Real Men, Real Talk, Thursday, October 2nd, Holman Street Churches, 3501 Holman Street. Doors will open at 4:30 p.m. Event will be from 5 to 8 p.m. So you get home at a great time, and want you to visit aawellness.org. That's aawellness.org. And I'm excited. I know we got probably about a minute left. But Earthquake is going to be a part of this.
Can't wait to see what he say about this.
Earthquake gonna be there, and men, don't get discouraged by the time. From 5 to 6:30, we're gonna feed you. We want
with that.
to thank Callus Bar and Kitchen. Gonna be providing all the food for that evening. 6:30 to 7:30, we're doing breakout sessions. Then we have the fireside chat. So not the time, fool you. Come out and have a good time with you. We look forward to seeing every man across the country. Real Man, Real Talk.
And I know it's going to be a lot of great things. Men, bring all your questions. And
That's right.
like my brother said, have a listening there to be able to sit and listen and hear. And Mike's bringing the fam out, so we're going to have all the services you need.
That's right.
Come on now. Yeah,
right.
yeah, definitely. We're going to be doing the health screenings, things of that sort, and making sure that you have access to your trust, and we'll get some of that off your mind.
Yeah, please do. Remember, give the website, and for more information, if they need to register and all we need to do, just take it away from me.
So again, you can find us on all social media platforms at AAMWA Houston, AAMWA Houston, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. Follow us. Check with
All
us.
right. It's going to be a great time. October 2nd. Doors open at 4:30 p.m. Holman Street Baptist Church, 3501 Holman Street in the heart of Third Ward. It's going to be a great time. Brothers, Real Men, Real Talk with the African American Male Wellness Agency. Don't want to miss it. Special guest Earthquake will be in the building. When you see the C,
You know it's me, and when you hear the C, it's Dr. Crockett and...
AV. You guys be blessed. Enjoy your Saturday. Thank you, brothers, for coming on Let's Talk Business with Crockett and AV.
Thank you, AV.
Build with
Thank you.